Hello everybody, we are the Geeks and Degenerates. Has your soul recovered? I hope it has, because today we are talking about Midsommar in our lineup of acclaimed directors. This time we're talking about Ari Aster. We already talked about Hereditary years ago. I think 2022 was when we talked about it. And now we do his follow-up movie, Midsommar, which, if I'm not mistaken, introduced a lot of people to Florence Pugh. I don't know about you. Yeah.
Florence, this is my first time seeing Florence Pugh. Is it?
The first time I saw her was in that Chris Pine Scottish movie when it's like the sequel to Braveheart.
Right. Yeah. No. That's where I saw her.
This movie is the definition of a slow burn because it's not everybody's cup of tea, but it is a good movie in my opinion.
Sorry. You know what, my girlfriend's friend who watched it, my girlfriend does not like horror, so her friend just told her what her thoughts on Midsommar were.
Yeah.
And she was like, what's Midsommar like? I was like, best way I could put it is that, like, it's like a very nice cocktail, like, with cum in it. I was just like, what? Why? Because once you drink it, like, you don't know, but once you drink it, you taste it, and it's kind of fucked up. It's very pretty, but it's very fucked up.
Oh yeah, definitely. The opening of this movie is pretty fucked up. I forgot how bleak it is, where Danny loses her family, like her entire family is gone, and I'm like, oh my, and her already estranged boyfriend go to Sweden, along with Will Poulter. I forgot he was in this movie, to be honest.
Same here. Even the guy from Gran Turismo is here. Like,
yeah.
I think I've only seen him here and Gran Turismo, and I don't think I've seen him in anything else.
Yeah. And they go to Sweden to go to their friend's community, and you're like, it's a different world than what their American minds are used to, because the sun doesn't set in this place, and this is a cult, if you couldn't tell.
Yeah, like, I do have some thoughts, but I guess I'll save it for the end of the video, because I do want to review this movie as it is. Yeah. But, I love it that Will Poulter is just like, what time is it? And he's high out of his mind. Because they're not strange to psychedelics or, like,
drugs.
Like CBDs.
Yeah.
You know, like, they're not strange to that, so they're hallucinating and they're, like, tripping. I love it that Will Poulter's like, what time is it? Like, it's 9 p.m. What? But the sky is blue. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I'm gonna lie down.
Right?
You know, like, that's the most realist, like bad trip I've seen in movie.
Right? Like, not gonna lie, I would like to experience that natural phenomenon where you're like, it's 10 p.m. but the sky's still fucking blue. Why?
Yeah, for sure it'll fuck up your body clock.
Yeah.
But, like, I do want to see that too.
Yeah,
I want to see Sweden. I want to see, like, Switzerland and all that.
Yeah.
All the Nordic, like, areas.
Yeah, I just don't want to be in a Swedish cult, or any cult for that matter.
Yeah.
But yeah. This movie isn't abrupt when it's showing you the fucked up shit. It's just little things where you're like, that's odd. It's just a shot of like, that's weird. That's odd. Why is the baby still crying? Aren't you gonna put it to sleep? Why are the paintings so kind of fucked up?
Yeah. Even, like, the first, like, tapestry that you see at the start of the movie, before you see Florence Pugh's, like, sister murking everybody in the house, including her, it's kind of creepy.
Yeah.
And I know that, like, for sure in, like, Nordic, like, tapestries, it's supposed to tell a story. It's kind of like, it's supposed to, like, be a beautiful story. But Ari Aster did a great job making it, like, very uneasy.
Yeah.
Like, even, like, the one where it's like, oh, what's this tapestry? They're like, oh, it's a love story. I was like, is she making him drink her period blood and eat, like, a muffin with her pubes in it?
Yeah, is that
what
muffin? And
like, Filthy Frank did it. Yes, we found that funny, but, like, it's kind of weird here.
God, I forgot all about that years I forgot about that, man. But yeah, just the small things where you're like, that's fucking odd, or that you're just like, that's just fucking wrong. But I guess that was years ago, right? Like before Christ was born years ago, right? Or some centuries after. It can't happen. Can't happen now. And you see their culture doing it now. You're like, I'm fucking wrong. That's disturbing. Like the only time it's really abruptly like fucked up for the first time is the old couple where you're like they've reached their lifespan of like past 60 something, and you're like, what
yeah,
happens?
it was 74.
Yeah, and you're like, what happens after? You're like, oh, it just repeats. You're like, what do you mean? What do you mean it repeats? Like, yeah, someone is born, and after they reach 74, do they have to die? And you get your answer when they unalive each other, and you're like,
Yeah.
oh, that's really fucked up.
It was weird and fucked up that like even the old guy who like didn't even die
Oh yeah,
when he fell, so they kind of had to bring in the hammer. I'm
Yeah.
like, like if you guys got a weak stomach, like this might not be for you. I love this and I hate it at the same time. Is that they mix such fucked up ideas and fucked up actions but you're in such a beautiful environment.
yeah,
You know, I would love to see that little cliff that the old man jumps from. I don't want to see him jump. I just want to see the cliff.
right.
You know, like you're like, wow, so oh my god. That's majority of this movie. Is just like you're like, wow.
Yeah, like the love story tapestry. You're like, that's well done. What is happening?
I was like, oh, ew. You're like, I'm not cool with that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's how that one girl is trying to get with Danny's boyfriend. Like, I know we all want to go to the end because that's when the real fucked up shit happens, but again, it starts slow with that one British couple being like, I don't want to be here. It is too much. Let's go. And then you just see the guy being dragged up for a bit. Like, if you miss it, you miss it. But you're just like, that's the guy. Why is he bloody? Where's he going? Where's she going?
What the fuck's happening? I thought they're all leaving.
Yeah.
Like to them, they're like, oh, it's their culture. It's what they gotta do. You're just like, nah, bro, I ain't staying here for that shit.
Yeah.
Same here. I would have immediately left.
Yeah.
But the fact that it's like in the middle of the forest, I'm just like, how am I gonna fucking leave?
Right.
Yeah. But by the way, now that you mentioned like the girl tried to do that like love potion thing, the fact that you see his drink is a tad bit pink made me like super nauseous.
Right.
I was just like, I would throw up.
Yeah.
I really did.
That's when the length of this movie or the pacing really just hits you. You're like, how much longer am I going to be here? I feel like the British couple where I'm like, I don't want to be here anymore. No, thank you.
I want to leave. I want to stop watching.
Right?
Yeah, and that their one friend, the actor from A Good Place, great actor by the way.
Yeah.
If I had a friend like that, I would have started wailing on him after the first like two elderly couple died, because you should have seen him. He was like, "Oh, there's this ritual we're gonna see tomorrow," and then he was like, "Oh, are they really gonna do it?" And all of his friends are like, "Oh, what are they gonna do?" And he's just like, "Not gonna tell you." You know, I'm just like, after seeing two people die in front of me, I would have beat the absolute shit out of my friend.
Right.
Because he's obsessed with the culture. He's very curious. He wants to learn everything.
Right. You're just like, you know, there's some cultures you shouldn't be a part of, bro. I'm gonna leave now. And like Danny's boyfriend and the other guy are making a thesis, and the guy just really wants to see the sacred text for some reason. And gets knocked the shit out of. But before that, Will Poulter's guy is murdered. The other guy is wearing his fucking face. I'm just like,
Which is great, because I was just like, I'm so annoyed with Will Poulter's fucking character. Not Will Poulter. Fucking great actor when it came to like Warfare and like the Guardians of the Galaxy movies and like the Narnia movies.
yeah,
It's just this character. I was just like, I'm so fucking done with you.
Right?
Like when she was like, oh, come with me, ha ha ha. You know, I bring you, and then like he doesn't come back. I was like,
Right?
and you see like Leatherface over here without pants. I don't know why he wasn't wearing pants. Man wore the hoodie and the shirt, not the pants, I guess. Yeah, you see he's just skinned, and I'm like, whoa.
Right? And then Danny and Christian Danny joins this dance competition while Christian is part of this, I don't know what you call that ceremony, but like he's with an a not legal person, a not of age.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
How old was she?
Not an adult.
Okay. Fuck.
Yeah, that's what makes it more fucked up. I was like, I don't wanna see it. I'm seeing it. I don't wanna. And then meanwhile, Danny gets a panic attack, and then stuff starts happening, and you're like, what the fuck is this movie?
The thing is that like the guy Christian, he was drugged out of his mind
Yeah.
too. Like you see him, he's like all anxious, and like the old guy just like slaps or like claps in front of him.
Yeah.
And he's like, why did you do that? You know, like the dude's clearly having a bad trip.
Yeah.
And like Florence Pugh is like she won
The dance competition.
the dance competition, so she's like the queen
Yeah.
of something. I don't know what you call it.
She does see Christian in that room, what he's doing, and you feel like Danny. You're like, I think I'm about to puke too. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, she did puke. And I was just like, oh god, and she was crying, and all the girls were crying with her. But yeah, like they start doing like they start mimicking her while she cries.
Yeah.
I was wearing with earphones on. I had to take it out because it was freaking me out a little too much.
Yeah. But
And then
her and Christian's ceremony, I was like, maybe I can just watch this. I don't have to listen to this shit.
yeah, oh lord, I didn't like it that old lady was just pushing this. She was helping.
Yeah.
I was like, you don't need to.
And then after that, the girl just starts mixing what's inside her. You're like, can you stop? Can this movie stop doing this? Just yuck. No.
I hate it too that like the dude comes like Christian runs out and his pecker's a little bit bloody too. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
And like he goes into like this barn and he finds Simon,
Yeah.
the guy from Gran Turismo.
Oh, bloody goes.
He's not dead.
Oh yeah, he's not dead. He has no more. He has no more back anymore, but he's not dead.
Yeah, he's filet-o-fished,
Yeah.
but his lungs are working. So that means he's still fucking alive.
He also finds his other thesis guy. Well, part of the thesis guy. And you're like, that's unfortunate. And then it all comes to head with the.
I was like disturbed.
It all comes to head in the ceremony where you see what happens to Simon's wife or girlfriend. You're like, oh, that makes sense. Horrific as it is, that makes sense. Because they wheel everybody in, including Will Poulter with his face.
Wait, what happened to the guy's girlfriend?
You just find her dead.
Oh, okay.
She's part of the burn sacrifice. And I love the two alive victims are like, you have to take this so you feel no pain. And then during the burning,
they're just like, they're just losing. I was like, they lied.
Yeah, they're like, I am in immense pain. What do you mean?
Yeah, and like they that poor bear, to like, they put Christian inside of the bear.
Yeah.
That they pretty much skinned.
Yep.
And yeah, like this is like the worst episode of Teletubbies I've ever seen.
Me too. Like all that was missing for this nightmare fuel to be completely is looking at the sun and it has the face. You're like, of course, why not?
Yeah. And like you just see Florence Pugh just absolutely lose it. That like, yep, she's stuck there.
Yeah.
And now she's part of this cult, and then you just see her smile at the end.
Yep. And like again, what the fuck are you supposed to do? You're surrounded by tall forests, and that's about it. You're like, well, I guess this is my life forever now. Yippee.
Yeah. At least it's pretty. like I do love like the little like Easter eggs that they put around the movie. Like when it comes to Florence Pugh's perspective, it's very distorted. It's like it's all moving. Like you see the background kind of like shimmer
Yeah.
bit by bit. You don't notice it on your first watch, but if you like look really closely, her perspective is very distorted. And even like when it's about her, you see her like walking, and you see the trays. It's in the form of her like sister with like the tube in her mouth.
Yeah. And you're just
I was just like, that's fucked.
what the fuck is happening?
Yeah,
But yeah, this movie takes its sweet ass time to really just home in the fucked up imagery and just storytelling and excellent fucked up writing, by the way. Ari Aster knows how to make you feel very uncomfortable, especially at the end of these movies. Which is why I'm curious to see his 2020 history piece, because this next movie is set in 2020, our favorite time in history.
what is it gonna be about?
I don't know. It's with Joaquin Phoenix, Pedro Pascal, Emma Stone, Austin Butler, and they're all dealing with
Emma Stone.
Yeah,
Oh no, sorry, I'm thinking of Emma Watson. My bad.
but yeah, they're all dealing with our favorite year in human history. One of our favorite years in human history, 2020. So that'll be
It's gonna be like like Contagion, but like updated. That'd be kind of cool, I guess.
Yeah. Which is crazy to think that whole time period was just fucking 5 years ago. Crazy. Anyway, going back to Midsommar, what would you rate Midsommar?
I would rate Midsommar. It's a great movie. Again, same with like Requiem for a Dream. It's great. It's beautifully acted and beautifully shot. The sets were great. But I do have to deduct points. I forgot that I was supposed to mention this a while ago.
Yeah.
Is that it's a shame that they did take an actual holiday that is special to Sweden
Oh, and ruin it?
and turned it into a nightmare. And
Huh.
people from Sweden are complaining that like, hey, this is actually a very nice holiday. Why you gotta do this?
Oh, why do you gotta do
So-
these things?
Yeah, we don't do that shit.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, so like it kind of put a bad light on the Midsummer holiday.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, yeah, so I kind of have to deduct points for that.
Yeah.
But as a movie in of itself, it's pretty good. It's really good. It's
Yeah.
terrifying. I don't ever want to watch this again. It's not in-your-face horror. There's nothing supernatural about it. It's just a cult.
Yeah.
You know, it's a freaky fucking cult, and like, the entire time I was watching this the first time, I was like, "Oh, is there gonna be something supernatural? Is there gonna be like an ethereal god or like Cthulhu or like it's cosmic horror?" It ain't it, bruh. There's just human nature at this point, and it's terrifying.
Yeah.
And yeah, so it's an 8 out of 10 for me. I will never watch this again. I watched it twice already. Never watching it again.
Yeah. Yeah, as your girlfriend's friend said, it is a pretty cum shot margarita, but you're just like, I know what it's made of. I don't want to see it.
Like, margaritas are great. Beautiful, even. You know, it looks pretty. But somebody jizzed in it.
Yeah. You're like, you know what? If someone watches this video and turns out to be a director and incorporates that idea, your girlfriend's friend should get the royalties for that idea. But going to this movie, I do like the slow pace. I will deduct points since you brought light to the Midsommar, them butchering the name Midsommar. I don't like that because it sheds a bad light on culture. But aside from that, great slow pace, great acting, and Ari Aster again does a great job making you feel uncomfortable. Even with Hereditary, before the sister eats Pole, you're just like, I feel uncomfortable, and then she eats Pole, you're like, Jesus Christ, what is this movie? But yeah, Florence Pugh is great. Will Poulter, Jack Rayner, Christian's actor, everybody does an amazing job. Ari Aster knows how to shoot things so pretty, even though it is so fucked up that you're like, I don't like what I see, but it is nicely shot.
Yeah, it is weird that like I think there was only like 3 people who didn't deserve what happened to them here in this movie, and it's like Simon, his girlfriend, and Florence Pugh.
Yeah.
Everybody else is just a piece of shit. Where I'm just like, yes. Even Christian, I'm like, you know what? Good riddance.
Right. Definitely wasn't the best boyfriend at the beginning of this movie, and like throughout this movie,
Yeah.
you're like, you're not the best, man.
He's not even the best friend. He even like tried to steal his friend's thesis.
All right. That's the part I'd be like wailing. I'm like, man, this is like 7 years of my life. Why are you taking this away?
Exactly.
But yeah, a good movie, but just like a Requiem for a Dream. I don't think I'll ever watch this movie again. Like, I'm not into, again, to quote your girlfriend's friend, cum shot margaritas. I'm like, you know what? Looks pretty. No, thank you.
Yeah, I'll watch Hereditary again.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
But this not.
Yeah. We'll see what Eddington, his new movie set in 2020, will be like. And I again, just like Darren Aronofsky, his name is cattle branded into my brain where I'm like, you know what? I will watch the next movie. Why not?
I like to be tortured.
Yeah. Thankfully, the next director we're going to talk about has a gentler cattle brand, which is Jordan Peele. Where they're like, I like your movies. And disturbing as they are, they're not Ari Aster disturbing or Requiem for a Dream soul crushing.
Yeah, it's like, there's a watchability to it.
Exactly. I can watch most of his movies again. But yeah, both 8 out of 10s. Again, it's not every cup of tea, but if it is, go nuts. You do you. But yeah, what's your favorite Ari Aster movie? Is it this? Is it Hereditary? Is it? I believe he has another one with Joaquin Phoenix, but we don't have the time to do it right now. Called Beau is Afraid. It's Joaquin Phoenix.
Oh, Bo is Afraid. Yeah. I want to watch that.
Yeah, it's Phoenix and the son of James Gandolfini, Michael Gandolfini, from Daredevil.
Okay.
But yeah, if you like what you see here, please leave a like, subscribe, and ding the bell icon to get notified of when we upload next. We're also on Spotify and TikTok to see our best and funniest moments. Spotify, yours on the go. And the VGM Zodas was us on TikTok and Anne's Waffle Letterbox. Where can I find you?
You can find me at JohnJoam_ on Instagram. It doesn't matter.
And until the next solid horror movie director movie, we'll see you then. Bye, everybody.
Ciao.